Hello, everyone. Been quite a while, huh? About 2 months. Work's been crazy. Life's been crazy. So, like I said in my social media posts, wanted to give you guys, before we got into the game, a little here's what's kind of been going on in my life. So those of you, when I had to find a new job back in November, I was able to find one pretty quickly, luckily. The problem being the hours were never anything close to reliable. Well, the number of hours I got were reliable, but what time of day those hours were wasn't. One day I'd have to be in at 9 a.m. Another day I would have to be in till 4. Luckily, I got moved over to a new department in the last couple of weeks, and that started, I think, around when I started trying to do Fallout 4, and that didn't exactly go well due to copyright of audio, and yeah. So anyway, I've been trying to think about, now that my hours are more consistent, it does mean that I'm going to be able to stream in the morning for me because I work evenings. And it does mean that I'm only do about 2-hour streams, maybe if I start waking up earlier due to my sleep schedule changing a bit to better adjust to this new work schedule. But either way, this new schedule seems to be pretty darn consistent. Even a week, even a couple weeks in a row, I've had consistent hours and a consistent schedule. So I'm hoping that continues, and I'm doing what I can at work to ensure that continues. And if that does, that means I'll be able to start getting back onto a consistent streaming schedule. Originally, I was thinking 3 days a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then I started thinking, yeah, but if I jump in like that, like both legs, okay, not both legs, battery pack in at the same time, I'm probably gonna get drained real quick. Then I'll fall off again, and so on and so forth. So I decided to just start out with 2. For now, I'm going to be trying to do Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Schedule is going to be probably 10 a.m. Pacific Standard to about noon Pacific Standard. Because I need time to make sure I can get ready for work, have food, all of that before I got to go in. So, I also wanted a game that I enjoy playing, that I hadn't beaten yet, because there are certain games it's like, okay, I've beaten, and it's like, well, now they're not quite as fun for me. So that's also a thing. So I decided to start us out, instead of jumping right back into Outer Wilds and Horizon Zero Dawn being a game I've beaten before, and Outer Wilds being a game that, although I do enjoy, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I decided to go with Graveyard Keeper. It's kind of a Stardew Valley-esque kind of thing, but instead of planting seeds in the ground, you're planting corpses. So a little deliciously twisted kind of thing that I always got from the old Binding of Isaac games. Try playing the more recent one a little bit more seriously. Anyway, I have the game installed already. I just that's not good. Okay, there we go. Just got to get it going. Playing. Tiny Build is usually pretty good when it comes to the whole, hey, play our games on the stream kind of thing. So there shouldn't be any issues. Unlike, say, Bethesda and Microsoft. Another game I was considering playing was okay. I got the game up. Let me just... Sorry, guys. Just get on over here. Game capture sources. Which one do I have? Okay. For the auto. Okay. Auto seems to be working. Transition over. Swap mode. Here we go. So this is that. Also, I need to get my overlay up. I swear one of these days I'm going to hook up like a little tablet to my computer just to send some video to, so I can have a tablet with just chat. Make things a little easier. I don't know what that 20-minute thing is there. FYI. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. That's only me. Anyway. Okay. Oh wait. I'm rusty. Give me. Plastic can't rust, although my internals theoretically can. All right. Desktop audio on. Opening up the game real quick. Okay. The audio seem to be pretty well balanced. If there's any issues that you guys have with audio, just let me know. I do have chat open. So, a few things. Obviously there's the developer's new game, and as you guys can see, hopefully right here, you guys can see my mouth right in the middle under the Graveyard Keeper logo. I do have all the DLCs. As we're playing, we're gonna work on a few of them. Probably gonna give Game of Crown a little bit of a break. I've heard that one's not exactly great, but yeah, we'll play through, or at least play what is enjoyable. Now, as you guys can see here, I have played quite a bit. Granted, it has been a while since the last time I played, but as you guys can probably tell from this one to this one, despite this one having about, my one having about 30 fewer in-game days, made a progress. So I do have some level of skill. We're gonna start a new game. I'm gonna let this load. All the extra DLC does seem to have increased the loading times. Might have wanted to work a little on that, but oh well. It is an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying, where someone important is waiting for him. Even an everyday routine. Oh, especially when someone misses you. What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You're merely turning a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits ahead. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There is always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He'll help you sort everything out. Who? What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Jerry. So I want to point out something. Jerry, the guy we're gonna find, feel free to go back on the stream. Actually, I don't know if Twitch lets you go back. If this is the VOD later, go back and take a look at the name tag of the Guy running a check stand at the convenience store we went in. Little hint right there at the beginning that, and honestly, I don't know if this is true. My personal theory is that this is kind of a coma dream of us trying to get back. All right, so first, okay. Place for wood logs, place for stones. All right. Holy shard, I'm a scout. Are you Jerry? Why would you think I'm Jerry? A man with red eye told me to dig up Jerry. A red eye? I remember. Oh, Sard, that's right. I'm Jerry. How did you find me? The man told me that you'd answer all my questions. No, he didn't. Good, good. But first, let me ask you, who are you, and where the Sard are we? I must be dreaming. None of this can be real. You're the new graveyard keeper? What else do you remember? Let me think. I remember the sound. Let's go check it out. Everything is so strange. None of this makes sense. I definitely remember the bell. And a donkey. Something is very wrong with that animal. You know, I think it'll be better if I wait for you here. I might scare the poor thing. Okay. Hello, donkey. Oop. Oh, it's E, not F. Unlocked a new technology. Got blueprint. Donkeys of the world unite. Got a fresh corpse from the town. Wow, a talking donkey. Huh? Huh? You can understand me? Let's talk. Who are you? I'm cheap labor. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for the capitalist bastard who owns it. And I only have 5 carrots a day. The situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends that he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one and I'll bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. Hopefully I'll be able to keep all the voices straight. Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like we should take it to the morgue. I don't remember why exactly, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fun and might be profitable. Ugh, I'm going to puke. Let's do it. Yep, pick up corpse. Sorry, this place feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table. Then, what's next? Oh yes, slice some fresh flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters. What? This isn't right. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the shop and do what I tell you. You promise to tell me how? You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me. Blueprint for preparation table and pallet. And the ability to extract flesh. Put it down. We're gonna extract. So I'll go detail how the whole autopsy. Yeah, now we know how to make meat. That's disgusting. You'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know. Let's bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in the graveyard. And he goes poof. So I'll explain all these skulls mean a little bit. Just keep in mind that right now, this corpse is a 1 red, 1 white skull. Let's bury it. Use the blueprint desk in the graveyard to mark the site for the grave, then dig it with your shovel. Careful, put the body, or what remains of it, in the grave. Bury, decorate. Warning, Do not use goat skulls and upside down stars for decorations. Alright, so this, and we'll put one there. Pick it up. So you notice how right now, well, we don't have a full thing right now, so. Enter the corpse, cover it back up. Nicely done. Now, this burial certificate. I remember money, alcohol. Alcohol. I sure used to like it. A lot. Oh, so here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morning waiting for my beer. Oh, crud, he's here. So tired. Why do I have to come here? Hopefully the voices will help me kind of remember which voices are which. Oh dear, keeper. We've been expecting him for 30 years, but he pretends there's nothing wrong. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There's no promoting cleric until you fix it. Alright, so we have current location, the important location information, graveyard quality, church appeal, repair graves to increase graveyard overall quality. You'll probably need special resources to do that. New technology and gotten wooden marker. As soon as your graveyard quality is at 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every Sunday. Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What did I say? Why is it you come here? It's part of my duty. The unpleasant part. Kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. You've unlocked a new technology and got Blueprint Bishop's Choice. I'm not a keeper. I need to get home. There's a talking skull. He forced me to butcher a corpse. A fine joke. I'm a humorist myself. Here's one. Who is BB? Who? I am blessed and beautiful. Laugh. Okay. How to fix the graveyard. Just repair all the graves. It wouldn't take me even an hour, but it's your job. Right. If you were to repair kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. Yeah, we don't have the ability to do that just yet. Okay, the concept of stone, so we can gather stone rock. Concept of wood, gather wood by felling trees. So this is our research menu. This is our anatomy and alchemy. First, we start off with just stuff for butchering corpses, that kind of stuff. And we have theology, which starts us off with just a humble marker, but I want to get to simple graves real quick. So as far as these points, red are handcraft skills, as it says, ability to work with materials. Mostly just get that from general crafting. Green represents knowledge of nature and things of nature itself. Mostly get that from harvesting plants, that kind of stuff. And blue points represent spiritual knowledge. Those are a lot harder to get. In fact, late game, the only way to get them is basically with coin. It's a pain. Book writing, don't know anything in here, but we'll get to there eventually. Farming and nature, don't know anything in here. Smithing, nothing. Building, we've got some basics here. We're gonna need, I think, to get to woodworking. Yeah, we're gonna need to get to woodworking before we can do before we can start making simple graves. So I guess we're gonna have to run that one first. And then cookery. We don't unlock any. We don't like unlock anything with points in here. We just kind of find it as we go. All right, so got ourselves some basic tools. Those auto equip in. So first thing we're gonna do is the skull can wait. I'm gonna clean some of this up. So before we go any farther, let's take a look at one of these really bad graves. So red skulls basically represent sins a person committed in their life. We can reduce those by taking out certain body parts. Meat is not a good one to take out. You shouldn't be taking it out. You need it. Because although some body parts will remove reds and add in whites, others will actually remove whites and add reds, and taking out the meat just straight up removes the white skulls. We want white skulls, we do not want red skulls. Okay? So let's start with this one over here. So you see how this one has 2 red skulls? So if we start by fixing up this grave, see how now there's a laurel by one of the red skulls? The red skulls will always fill up first. That's just taking away a negative. We want to get so the white skulls are covered in laurels, because that actually adds a positive. But as you can see, with what we have on there now, we can only cover up the red. So we can basically only hide the sin in the corpse. We can't actually raise it. We can't actually make it a good corpse because it has too many reds. And as you can see right now, this place is all nasty, and you can even see the tree over there to my right has like a face in it. That's because our quality is currently in negative. Once we get our quality into the positive, it'll look like a more normal tree and won't look like it's going to try and bite our heads off when we get too close. Now you might be wondering, say we've got a bad corpse, like say we want this one out. We can exhume it, but we need an exhumation permission. Those, yeah, royal service box. Oh right, we need to get the church working. So for now, we're just gonna head over this way, over towards the village, because there's 2 places: the town, which is where the bishop is, and the village. The village is gonna be our main area. Well, hello there. By order of the Great Inquisitor, this path is closed until Arrow Day. You can see about the number of days. It just goes clockwise, so almost as far away as possible from the day that the Inquisitor will be arriving. Alright, generally talk. Oh wait. So first, this is the gentleman over there's wife, Miss Jane. You must be the new graveyard keeper. I've been told, but how did you know? Oh, if you live as long as I probably read people too. But where's my manners? I'm Miss Jane, Roderick's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He is in charge around here. He's not a tavern keeper, he's also the elected head of the village. Besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is sell you some recipes. Better talk with my husband, he's in charge here. Yeah, we can buy some basic recipes from her. Pie, sweet baking, tasty and healthy, and fish delicacy. Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I'm Roderick. How can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today and things have been crazy ever since then. How could I not recognize you? Good is good. This is good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure, sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So, let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? Do you know how to get back home? Can you tell me where I am? Because I really need to get home. Darling will be there, so worried. You're at the Dead Horse. Okay, it looks medieval. Maybe I traveled through time? And what year is it now? Year? What do you mean? The time it takes for the Earth to make one revolution around the sun. Oh, you've been listening to the astrologers' nonsense. Everyone knows that the Earth is flat, but I get you. It's 200 after the ancient contract and 210 after... Never mind. And what is the name of our beloved kingdom? The kingdom. And it is definitely not beloved here in the village. Do you have any other questions? I'd like to trade some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. Many years accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all must be approved by royal authority. And I don't have trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? Actually, no. I don't even want to know get unauthorized meat, but wow, it really looks good. But without the stamp, my hands are tied. Where can I get a stamp? Oh, you can send a form to the report through the mailbox near your church, but it'll cost you a bundle. But there's another. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him in a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every Ladies' Day? I bet she can help you to find Snake. Thanks. About this burial certificate. The bishop told me you would buy my burial certificates? Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to the ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, only if I have any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. Alright, let's trade. Oh, Keeper, could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith, Resvold? Sure, where can I find him? The southeastern corner of the village. Alright, so drop that. Grab a mug of beer. And we will be getting this real soon. You want to get the teleport stone as quickly as possible. Unlike a lot of stuff in this game, it recharges. It doesn't get used up. Now, it's late. Is the blacksmith still even out? No. Yeah, I guess the first day until he stays out. Hey, what are you staring at? Nothing. Nothing, just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are? Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name's Cresvold. Give him the letter. I have a letter for you from Roderick. A letter? Of course, 1 minute. Can't be bothered to come himself. I guess old habits die never. Thank you. Sorry for my nagging. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again? Or Roderick has asked me to get rid of them. I don't have time for pesky little green bastards. Maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword and energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with the whetstone on the grinder, right behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need it to repair your shovels sometime. If you manage to kill them, bring me their remains and I'll spare you some materials. It should be right up the other side of my house, near the puddles. 1 sec, I need something to drink. Different action games spend energy. Crafting, gathering, fighting take energy. Fighting has been known to take health as well. You can always refill your health and energy with food and potions. Sleeping will also restore your health and energy. That's where I can find some metal ore. You know what? I like to work with metal myself. Where can I find some more? You can find metal ore in swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west across the river. I used to collect ore there, but the bridge collapsed. Right, and that's exactly what we needed to do to unlock the iron technology. There we go. Use a bit of energy to repair the sword. Still a rusty sword, but at least it's sharp now. Any more slimes? No. Right. Defeated the slimes. Good job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be good as new. Alright, what do you got to trade, by the way? So, whetstones for 10 silver. Single iron ingot for 80 copper. One equipment you got is rusty. Yeah, not really worth it. So, something to keep in mind. See how right now it says that these are worth 44? I give them all 5, now it says 41 apiece. So, the more you sell in, so if you try and sell in bulk to anyone in the village, the price will gradually go down. It's a basic system, but it's basically just supply and demand. The more they need it, the higher the price will go, but it only goes up to a maximum, and the more sold to them, the less they need it, so the lower the price goes. Likewise, when buying stuff, the more stuff you buy from a particular vendor at one time, and basically the lower their stock is, the higher the price will go up. Psst, come here. Where you been? I was at the village. This place is so weird, but it feels so real. And everybody is okay with me just appearing out of nowhere. Sard, you're stealing my thoughts. Stealing. Remember, there's a cellar in the cottage. Some provisions must be stored there. Gathering edible mushrooms, gathering berries, gathering apple. Wheat! Exactly. I remember baking bread from it. And pies. Sweet berry pies. Dough, pastry dough, and bread. Toast. Onion toast. Oh, it's good with beer. Sard, you know what? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me beer and I'll tell you all important stuff. Like how you can get home. Questions? Ask about this small road. Yes, can you tell? It was rhetorical. Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yes. Sarge, you smartass. I'll be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Alright, so remember the research points? Just got one for gathering some berries. I'm just gonna do a little bit of work. Gather up what I can. I'm also going to activate this. The garden. Property and forfeiture. For commercial use, contact the tavern owner Herodric. So yeah, this is a little farming. Ooh, wait. Technologies. We should have enough to unlock sawing, and then we 20 more tool points. Okay. All right. Well, activate this. So yeah, from here we can build stuff like the stuff we've found parts for. So we want to save the pieces that the simple iron parts you gave us for that. The sawhorse, but need energy for that. What's that sound? Damn gate. I'll come here every night if I have to, but I'll get through eventually. Interesting. looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch. So yeah, we need a fair amount of stuff in order to be able to do that. First though, gotta sleep. So yeah, you can see it's filling up our energy and our health, and when it's full up... Wait. Did the donkey come back? I'm so refreshed. This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you are? I'm the new graveyard keeper. Hooray! The kipper. Wow. I've been here for how long? I'm Yorick. I'm so lonely. Poor me. It's too bad you're here. Wait, no, on the contrary, I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. We'd really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sounds like something you can help us with. I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Jerry only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick and he's Jerry. Funny. Ah, the half-dead skull. A jealous bastard. You can only peaceful rest we're having. Who am I kidding? Terrible here. Especially with that guy down in the lower right corner grave. So mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the... I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. What license? You're such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. There we go. So yeah, we can do that. A few things we need to do. I need to clean up our work area here. I forgot. Okay, I can find this one out. Some things, especially like larger trees, you have to have a different, upgraded research in order to dig them out. As you can see, we are getting some red points here. Mostly because we're using our tool. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, get us a sawhorse right there. Only the thing, okay, yeah, we need more stone for that. Wonder. Yeah, we can line up a few of these. So here's the thing. Early to fairway, the mid area section of this game, pretty much, I believe pretty much all stone and metal is limited. Trees will grow back, but stone and metal we are very limited on, so we need to be very careful on what we spend it on until it becomes time for it to actually, until we actually get to the point of being able to, you know, do them. No, I'm gonna hold on until we get to woodworking. And the main thing is that there's a whole bunch of areas that can be opened up. And although, if I'm not mistaken, the game does a pretty good job of making sure that you can't really block yourself in, or lock yourself in. It can get to the point where the only way you can get to the area where you easily get as much metal and stone as you want / need is locked behind you being able to get enough is locked behind you being able to basically earn enough money to be able to buy the parts you need from the blacksmith. Also, always make sure to line up or to dig up the stumps. So wood logs, pretty easy. Just chop down some trees, Make sure to dig up the stump because the trees always grow back in the same spot, and I'm pretty sure if the stump is still there, it won't. And you just take the log, put it there. We're gonna make some filch. Out of energy. Well, we should be sleeping again anyway. So here's the thing. Unlike say Stardew Valley, there isn't really a way to increase your maximum energy in this game. At least nothing I found. Maybe there is some stuff through the DLCs, but at least nothing in the base game that I'm aware. So your best option is to just sleep. Especially in these starting bits. Alright, so we got our filch. Our flitch. Let's make ourselves a furnace. Put you... Yeah, we're just gonna put you right there. And put it up. And now, when we have ore, can smelt it in here. You need to make sure to fuel it. You can fuel it with stick, firewood, or your best fuel is going to be coal. And we can refine iron ingots, or if we have metal scrap, we can also refine that. So something to keep in mind. Chests are accessible from anywhere on that property. So you don't have to worry about to carry around everything you need. But you and always you. We're cooking for later. We'll mine up all of this, or grab all of this for some extra resources and research points. Oop. Dang. There we go. We got enough for woodworking. And next thing we should go for is simple gravestone. So when we have 10 red, should be pretty quick. There we go. These will help us upgrade real quick. The reason I did the the reason I did the woodworking is because these gravestones, the wooden cross actually requires planks, and we can't make planks at a simple like area where we tear down. Gosh dang, my brain ain't working today. Where we cut apart the logs. Oh, simple and tasty recipe. Used, so baked mushrooms and baked apples. So if we go here, oh wait, we don't have any sticks. You can see we can make some bread, we can make mushrooms and whatnot. Here's where we can kind of put stuff together. So as you see, if we have 2 bread, some baked meat, and some cabbage, we can make ourselves a sandwich. You can see we can like make multiple. You'll also notice how this recipe has a copper star on the product. That means that there is a quality to it. As you can see with the burger, we actually drop this down. Higher quality onions will actually allow us to make higher quality burgers. That will be important because not only do higher quality food items make more, they also are specific quality or higher are also required for specific tasks that we're going to be doing. Okay. Let's head down and talk to Jerry. Hey, where's my beer? Give him the beer. Disappointment. I think I need something stronger. Alright, you seem like a decent guy, so here's some advice. Stop running around bragging that you're from another world. Today you whisper that to a drunken buddy in the tavern, and tomorrow your face is on every pole in the town. So, if you want to keep yours, just stop. Maybe he's right. I should be more careful. So, what's your question? Questions. How can I get home? Easy. I'm sure you could use the portal on Witch Hill. So, I need to go through it, or what? Do I need to turn it on first? I have brain inside here, so I'm not sure where this knowledge is coming from. I've told you, I can remember. Maybe some books from the library could help you. Wow, church has a library in its cellar. Or maybe an astrologer knows something. He's a smart man. He used to steal books from libraries when he was a kid. How can I get to the library? Obviously, through the church. And I think your wine cellar might be connected to the church cellar. Oh, even the morgue is connected. There's a network of tunnels down here. Net. Used to like fishing. I remember fishing. Once I caught a fish this hard, I've got no hands to show how big it was. But believe me, it was huge. I hate fish tails. And once, you know what? I need to go. Sure. Nice to have legs. Don't forget to bring me some wine. Ask with the astrologer. Oh, so smart. Very cheerful. Though I don't know him personally, I think. But his wine was the best. And he was a big friend of the lighthouse keeper. He used to hang out at the lighthouse every moon. Where's the lighthouse? Somewhere near... Let's see. Start it. I don't remember. All these questions are so frustrating. You're not a very good friend, you know. Alright. So we need... As you can see, we need Silver Star wine with him. Can we... We can, but we need more of the simple brackets. Okay, so the ghost said the guy in the bottom right is the one that's being a pain, and he won. Come on, good one. He's only got one red skull. We could fix that with a quick autopsy. Oh wait, we can't fix that with a quick autopsy because, yeah, we need soft parts removal. So basically, things in soft parts here, take those out. That's minus a red skull plus a white. Take out anything from here. It's usually at the very minimum a minus of a white, if not a add of a red. Oh, well, he said this guy's the problem. Also, yeah, an open grave is a -2. Once you've put a corpse in the grave, that's kind of just whatever. Throw it in. What do you think you're doing here? The ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what? Now you're just going to do everything here? It's not like he can do anything to you. He's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course I never do anything like that because we're friends. But you get my point, right? Anyway, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. Do you know where that river leads? The river? Somewhere down to the town, I think. Okay, how can I burn a body? You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? You need fire and some wood. It's a bit trickier to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You need a nice quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation, across the road from the mortuary entrance near the cliff. Each important character who the graveyard keeper meets will appear on the character screen. Okay. The characters related from 0 to 100 is shown below the character. The tasks related to a character are listed to the right of the character. Some services require a certain level of acceptance. So yeah, instead of tossing them in the river and sending them, you know, back to the town, can't just burn them here. once we unlock the proper technology. Right here. But we need 5 blue, and we have no way of getting blue right now. So for now, can't do anything about it. I'm gonna leave that grave open. I want to get rid of the one just up and to the left of that. I have a particular layout I'm using because it maximizes what we can do. Let's get some grave sites marked down, because you can mark down grave sites. Ooh. Without negatively affecting your score. It's only when they're open that it's an issue. That one, and actually those two open. All right, well, we've kind of got everything we need to start giving our graveyard some basic upkeep. So, first thing I gotta do, get our carpenter's workbench, which means we need some simple iron parts. Wait, do we have... that one? Right, we need to get that. I'd also like to get that. Okay, well, we got to get some iron ore first. Luckily, there's a easy to reach batch up here. Like I said, these iron ore nodes don't respawn, so if you're playing yourself, remember to make wise use of this. I'll show you a little bit what the most important thing to use it for is. For now, I'm just going to mine this up. It'll get us some more red. We got to make sure we grab forging for that, otherwise iron ingots become useless. Good news is there isn't really a weight limit, it's just a standard item space inventory, and I don't know if... oh, there is a stack limit for different items. Yeah, it's 30 for the ores. And here's something I was curious about. There's no way I can... and there's all that water back there, but we can get back there, so I always wondered why there's like something that we can do with that, considering it's an interactable section. Maybe during some game dev they're just like, you know, we have a lot of other interactable sections that look similar, so we kind of have to. We have... where is it? I keep forgetting. Ah, right here. Okay, we only need a little bit more. I wonder. We chop down some tree that could get us the red we need. Well, we're gonna run out of energy soon anyway. Gonna have my soda. I should have made soda lately. This batch I mixed a lot of citrus juices into. I'm so refreshed. Good. It's much nicer without him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad though. So lonely. It was bad when I was alive. I've been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. bears the mark of its life, sins, and good deeds. Even the best decorations can't make graveyard a peaceful place. Right, I forgot there's some glitches like that. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. You better take good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything. So sad. Alright, so yeah, all have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse gets its sins and good deeds from its body parts. You can exchange a corpse's sins and good deeds by removing skins and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's laurels is to decorate them with objects that have more laurels. Yeah. Okay, and sounds like the donkey finally came back with a corpse. Hopefully a somewhat decent one. Let's see. Great, yeah, we can only take that up. We don't, okay, before I do on that corpse, now here's the thing to know about corpses. They degrade time. And unfortunately, it's the nice red ones that we want to keep that degrade first. So ideally, you want to work on a corpse as quick as possible. "10 red, 10 green. There we go. Now we can grab some soft spares. And we can remove those from the corpse to remove the red and replace it with a white. You can see there's a tiny little green. So if we actually remove the fat from this one. Oh, right, because it's not. The fat is like a 0. It's the blood that we need to remove. There we go. Now we have a solid 3-star, 3 white skull. Now, if you toss anything with a red skull into a grave, you get a negative based on the number of red skulls. But, nope. If you toss in something with no red, you just get a base 0. And we can also put things on there to get that up. So do we have? Yes, we do. Gonna get that fixed. There we go. Okay, unfortunately, the stuff I was waiting to use. Get that. Well, we can still do stuff. Digging this up for sticks. Also keep in mind that, yeah, these ones that you easily dig up for sticks, they also don't respawn. These ones that you can, I think, you still get sticks from these, but they only give you green. Those don't. Those do respawn. So they're useful. They'll come back. Yeah, these that give you a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. They don't. Okay, and you can also see this is locked because we don't have the research to chop down a tree that big. While that's going, since we have here's the thing, we need 25 to do that. Yeah, the sticks are just such a waste me get the firewood real quick. Hopefully we got enough energy. Remember to up the stump because it gives you an extra red. Early game, that matters a lot. So here's the thing, as you guys just saw, even though I was still holding that button, but the guy stopped. It's because sometimes when an item spawns, it will push you, because items on the ground have physics. If that happens, you need to stop holding down the button and back away so that the interaction icon disappears and then come back. It's a pain, but it's just how the game system works. Alright, we actually, yeah, we have enough for firewood. Stopping spot, we need 5 billets. Use up the last of our energy. Let our energy come back. Now, what about game? We get the ability to create a meditation spot. It recovers energy a lot slower, but passes time just as fast as sleeping. So it's not to be a way for you to recover. The Inquisitor! I've just seen the Inquisitor right nearby, going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, sorry, kill me. Or even worse. Calm down. I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on that hill that will help me get home. Right, so yeah, the Inquisitor's here, so we gotta go and talk to him. We grab those mushrooms and berries on our way back. Inquisitor's Joy. Everything is right, monsieur. Good. Were there any problems? No, monsieur. Except there was this strange fella snooping around. Oh, there he is. Halt! Guys, calm down. I live here at the graveyard. He's calling us guys. Why, he's a cultist for certain, monsieur. I know the bishop. You know the bishop? You know, the bishop is a good friend of mine. He appointed me as keeper of the local graveyard. Interesting. But I can believe you're a friend of his, though it's not a terribly impressive feat. Just pay him a compliment and he's your friend. But appointing someone to the graveyard is certainly outside his area of responsibility. I'll have to visit him and remind him again of the limits of his authority. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Sure. It would be my honor. So, how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? Dodge. Well, it just happened. There's nothing special to say. You're definitely hiding something. Find out what. Here I am, the Great Inquisitor. I protect the one true faith in humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town, and the ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. Your graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark cult is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises within my soul. We've burned thousands of witches and heretics for 30 years, and it's only the beginning. Burn the witch! Burn! Light the fire. Yes, monsieur. Long live the Great Inquisitor! Hurrah! So, you work with a lot of dead bodies, huh? Yes, I think it's part of my job. And you live right beside the hill, near the graveyard, is that right? Yes? Interesting. Interesting. You know, I need someone to be a friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. I don't trust the villagers. They don't go to church, and even refuse to lay in their graves after death. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. Agree to be his friend? Sure, it'll be a pleasure to be your friend. A wise choice. Friendship is based on trust and goodwill. To earn my trust and be a friend of the Inquisition, you will first have to show your goodwill. So I have a couple of minor tasks for you. Kind of tasks. Everything in due time. Today it's a day of wrath, not a day of sweating the minor details. We can talk next mail day, or any other day. I like to come here. There's no other place where I feel my holy wrath so deeply. So yeah. Also, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Bad idea to interact with it now. All right. All the way back down. And back to our little place. Grab the mushrooms and berries on the way, get ourselves some green research. Make those billets now that we've got the energy. Then make our chopping spot. That right there. And from here, break down our fire. We can break down the wooden stuff into firewood. We can also break down some of the excess billets we have. As you guys saw, the firewood is a lot more effective. I'm gonna dump all of that. Oh, there we go. Dump all of that in there. And we can put 10 in. That'll work on that. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to, gosh dang it, we're gonna have to go and talk to the blacksmith. Put that and that in there. Because we need one more simple hinge. Which means we need to go into town. Probably gonna need a little bit of money, but we've got a little bit. But the blacksmith isn't going to be up, I don't think. So we'll just rest and recover our energy for the day. Also, as you guys probably saw, we can actually wake up early. So that's, and for that, waking up is when it saves the game. So yeah. If we need to save in the middle of the day, we can just jump into bed, jump out, the game will save itself. Now the good news is that the dead horse is always open. Oh hey. It's good to... Sword. Cresvelt told me about how you helped him. Yeah, have a beer, it's on the house. Oh great, so I didn't have to buy that beer. Ask about the garden. I found an abandoned garden in the graveyard. Can you tell me anything about it? Oh, garden. It was seized by the merchant to cover someone's debts. Can't find anybody who will make any use of it. I can give you permission to use the garden. Who else would agree to grow crops near a graveyard? Ask about the details. If you find someone who would use it, you said that the garden belonged to them. It's a bit tricky. He has the right to rent it, but everything, the path to the village, is village property. We have a democratic community here, and I'm head of it. I see. Good. But you still need to talk to the merchant. It's his property. It's not exactly proper to give you permission without his approval, but it'll be fine if you just promise to settle the details with him later. Sure, I'll talk to him. He comes here to trade with the locals every Laurel. He owns the barn just south of the tavern. Right, trade that, and I'll sell that back. Alright, and I'll hold on. I need to make sure that we can get the simple pieces first. I don't want to spend all of our money on the teleport only to find out that we're a couple copper short. Yeah, he's not out here. Be soon, hopefully. Mother, you got it upgraded? Look, you got a basic smithing up there, and you got I never noticed how much I envied him for having the nice stuff. By the way, so here's something kind of funny. Some of these plants that are here, like little farms like the cabbage and whatnot, when the game first came out, you used to be able to harvest these. And since you can get seeds from harvesting them, it was kind of like a easy way to get seeds early on. But that was patched out. So no free seeds. I'll be honest, I agree with it. It did kind of screw up the look, and you had no way of replanting anything. Alright, man. Let's give me one. I think that's all I need. And I think that's... Oh, screw it. The donkey will be here eventually. Now, if I do this, and I can teleport home. As you can see, it recharges instead of being used up, so it's actually quite useful. There's that. Okay, I just need some billets. Nope, not that. Gosh dang it. I set it up here and then I didn't actually make them. There we go. You're gonna need a lot of billets. You'll find out part of the reason why that it's the case later. I think for now... Right, you can't rotate this one at all. Yeah. We'll just put it there. Okay, and now... Carpenter's workbench. So 2 more simple iron parts. Now we've got the ability to make them. And we've got the iron bars to do it. Carpenter's workbench. Yeah, see, there wouldn't have been any between them. Actually, can I? Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. Before you actually build a structure, it's 100% refundable. So I'll just do that to refund the parts. And we can put it down. again in a more convenient place that'll let us get by. And there we go. And now, as you can see, if we have a consistent supply of nails, we can make more repair kits. But, and that's this right here, wooden grave fence, that's going to be our big one. Although, like I said, we need a consistent supply of the grave parts for the, yeah. All right, I'm going to first get us working. Jeez. I'm gonna first get us working on upgrading over here, on fixing the bridge here. Yeah, so we need 8 nails, 4 flitch, and 1 plank. A flitch and plank will be easy. Same thing for the nails. We've got enough metal to be able to do that. Okay. Make some more. Make some filch. Flitch. Make a wooden plank. There we go. And we've got everything we need to quote unquote repair that bridge. All right. Just gonna take a lot of energy out of us. Ow! Gosh dang it. All right, let's sleep for the night. The next day is when the bishop's gonna be back. Don't have the graveyard fixed up yet, but that's because we need a good source of iron for now. Also, is there anything... here that we get that would be useful? Right, well, but we can't do anything there until that. Let's see. This stuff here isn't really useful until we actually get into farming. Advanced forging is probably going to be full real quick. Almost to the limit of what we can get in the building section. I guess we'll save up for advanced forging. That'll let us make a better anvil and make complex iron parts, which will be useful for some more construction down the line. There's the bishop. Sorry the place is still so spooky, Your Holiness. Working on it. But I don't earn a lot, and nails cost a lot. Alright, so second best place is right across the bridge and in this swampy area. All the way up this, good source. And there's multiple areas inside of this swamp here. the church isn't open yet, we don't have to worry about the stuff that can only be done on Sunday in the church. As you guys can see, there's a fair amount of ore in the rest. Nope. Ah, fine. Finish chopping. There we go. So, what we're gonna do actually first, yeah, I forgot, there are some spots just down here. Dang it. Use back home. Right, I should take that out because I don't need that. That can stay. That and that and that. Garden certificate. So, I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna spend a bit of our energy getting our tools here fixed back up. Shovel's almost done with as well. So you guys may that in the research tree there are upgraded tools. So upgraded tools basically just they don't reduce the amount of energy you use actually, but they do reduce the amount of energy you effectively use. The reason I specify that is actually quite simple. You still use the same amount of energy per hit, but it requires fewer hits to do work associated with that tool. So the more tools you have, the better off. Right. So our little oven inside of here actually gets a lot more from the firewood than the furnace outside. So we're probably only going to need to fill this up like once. That. Okay. So let me show you guys how we get water. It's actually pretty simple. Come over here. Use this. You get a bucket of clean water. Just going to use it till we run out of energy. There we go. And now from your inventory, use each of these to get just water. And we got ourselves some actual food. Gonna keep that. And you can cook that meat. Gonna make this dough with the last bit of our energy. And actually, if you look here, so it grabs all but the resource. You always, after everything double, you end up with one extra of that, but you don't really end up with extras from farming. So you guys saw that, right? You heard the ding, and then real quick the little corpse has been delivered icon showed up. So here's the thing, there is, I guess you could say it's a little bit of a cheat. First take out the blood. There we go. Solves a basic corpse now, or at least a positive only corpse. So some stuff will happen later, probably won't happen in this one, that will make it so that the donkey will deliver corpses more frequently, because right now they're delivering them every couple of days. But in order for that, in exchange for that quicker response, we have to expend some resources. Now, those resources that we expend are only available through farming, and because of that, basically that event won't happen until we unlock the farm for ourselves. So it's actually kind of best for us to wait on doing the farm. Because although we don't get corpses as fast, we get them for free. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Although I think another marker for that is opening the church. All right, we got a lot of bread. Toss all of that in. Let that cook. Put that in. That can stay there. All right. Now, I'm gonna head. Since things are still kind of on the slower side, we don't have to worry about a bunch of junk. I'm still going to run over here, and we're gonna go through the swamp, collecting as much metal as we can until we get to the center, and I'll show you guys there's a little shortcut, but we have to expend resources that we make in order to unlock that shortcut, and that shortcut is really useful later in the game when there's stuff we have to do at the center of the swamp frequently. You can kind of see it right there, that little signpost. Especially since it's fairly easy to get lost in this swamp. There's a lot of dead ends. And at the start, when we're first going through, those dead ends lead us to iron, so it's not that big a deal. But in later goes, those dead ends are just dead ends because usually we've gathered the metal. So yeah, just gonna quickly go through here, grab. Could get our tool set. No, we're one away. We're one red away from being able to get the upgraded smithing, upgraded anvil. Also, if you're coming through here, make sure to grab some of this hiccup grass. Also, fishing spot. Yeah, there's a fishing spot in here. I'll show you guys how that works later on after we've unlocked fishing. Unlocking fishing is actually pretty easy. You have to have a specific research so that you can get moths, I believe. And then just go over to the lighthouse. Don't worry, you guys will see eventually. We'll get there, I promise. You guys can see another dead end, so gotta circle back. Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure that that was working. Coming through here. Oh, hello, little frog. And it's getting late. It's getting a little dark. That's fine. There's the person. You can see him right over there. Right. Yeah. That's Granny Cleo. We're gonna need to see her a fair amount. Especially in the earlier section of this game. Oh, you know, I should drag this down here so we have easy access to our food. A little bit more ore, dead end. we're almost through here, and this is also part of the teleport stone. That's how I would to run back through all of this before the before we get the shortcut installed. All right, and we're through. So what do we need here? Okay, so I'm going to, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, where, here we go, notes. So I'm on Steam right now, and luckily in Steam you can make notes. And they're specific to the game, makes them nice and easy to pull them up. So we need Twitch times 6, plank time 3, times 10, and actually this is for Swamp DG Swamp Bridge, and I'm going to, oh, I don't know, just offset each one of these two. There we go. All right. I actually love that Steam implemented that, an ability to take notes in the Steam overlay. Makes it nice not having to actually like have a pen and paper and write stuff down. It's not that bad, it's just kind of annoying. And Cleo's already gone. All right, just checking for more iron ore before we teleport back to home. Let's see, bread's done. Put that on our bar as well, because right now do with bread is sandwich, but we need cabbage. Okay, so do we have, because we need 3 planks, so actually we need 3, we need 9 flitch. So we'll make 2 sets. Sleep for the night. There's so many notifications. I went through all of this. There we go. Just checking my phone real quick, making sure there aren't any critical notifications, and that it's not time for me to stop just yet. Okay. That'll get us the flitch. Need 3 planks. And then we need 10 nails. How many nails do we have currently? Are we all out? Oh, no. Okay, so we just need to make 1 set of nails. There we go. Put that back. Put all that in. Don't need that. Good on all of that. So yeah, we're gonna head back on down to the swamp so we can fill that in. Because like I said, we're gonna have to see Granny Cleo a fair few times. You'll see why I talk to her and you get to see her inventory. But also because here's the thing. So if I go here to PCs, you see how some have objectives, some don't. Pretty much all of their, after a certain point, their the individual NPC objectives start to intertwine with each other. One NPC will say, well, this, or hey, go and talk to this person, or that, or this, and it's like, well, I can help you, but I need to trustworthy, so I need you to do these things for me. And it all just kind of intertwines, and I really like that because it shows that the game devs didn't just go like, oh yeah, no, each of these people is just individuals, and they don't really have a ton of interaction with anyone outside of each other, outside of themselves, aside from what interactions you may see in a cutscene. There's actually an implied history between most of these people, so that's really nice. Not that Stardew, because it doesn't have a ton of that, is any less, mind you. It's just most of the time when you're trying to make friends with those people, it's just like, oh, give them gifts, which, granted, is a simple system, but it's a simple system that works. So in my mind, at least, it's a good system because it works. And go. Now we got our bridge out. Cleo, you still up? Go away, foul spirit. I'm not a spirit. I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. Are you sure you're... Not 100%, but pretty sure. And who are you? That's a damn good question. Okoltho. I've been trying to figure that out for a couple weeks now. I have a few theories. Do I look more like a witch or a fairy princess? What do you think? Fairy princess. Great. Then you can be my prince. No, I'm not a prince. Anyway, I need your help. I remember nothing. I just woke up with this note in my hand. In case you lose your memory, just boil the cauldron with the incense and the bee. Drink the result. All ingredients should be in the cauldron already. Good luck from your past you. So, did you try it? Do you see a cauldron? No. Neither do I. So we have two options here. You can either make me this potion. It shouldn't be too hard. Or you can bring me a new cauldron and get the ingredients for me. Where can I find a cauldron? Oh, make one. A good blacksmith might know how to make one. You help me and I'll help you. I might even become your princess. I'm third option. Run away and never look back. We got the burning witch and we also got some alchemy stuff. Can't do anything with the alchemy stuff just yet because we don't have access to the area where the alchemy stuff can be built. But it's fine. And yeah, I just realized her memory, because of that, I can't show you what her shop is. Dang. Well, either way, making repair kits. I'm just gonna take all the stuff off these graves. No, you can stay. Oh right, I forgot we have some stone repair kits. No, not that one. Silly game. And no. Okay, and anything that isn't fixed, we're gonna remove. Because if it's wood or stone, we can break it down. This corpse needs to be removed. I'm not even gonna be putting things back on that one. I'm just gonna use what money I have once I can to get an exclamation permission on that one. All right. Cover some energy so we can get this done. Jeez, these corpses are all horrible. Who put these in here? It's gonna be so much just to get them to neutral. All right, we'll head back to our home. Oh, right, you. Technology. can do that. Yeah, I can't get to cremation just yet. Advanced forging, and we actually already have enough of the red to get us the upgraded tools. That's good. Yeah, see how this one's already green? That means that we're not going to be getting anything. Even if it was a white before, we've lost it. The good news is that a green doesn't count as a positive or a negative, so we can still dump this in a gray. At least we won't get any negatives. But yeah, as the graveyard, we get to the point that we've got consistent enough money so we can buy the exhumation permissions. I'm gonna just I'm gonna do a lot of stuff actually. So, oh, we can make the basics here. So 2, 5, 5, 7. We already have how many? 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, dang you! We can make 2 of those. Okay, use the last of our energy. Come here, bread. Oh, our inventory's full. Right. Let's use the potion. So yeah, we're basically just turning all wooden grave pieces into firewood so we can use them, you know, to make iron. There we go. We can dump that in. Once again, use the last of our energy to finish up with that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Since these only require 1, we can dump that in there. Okay. Actually, we don't need all this bread, so might as well take that out so it's not just taking up a spot. Let our energy refill. Finish making our upgraded tools. There we go. Okay. So here's the thing. You see how these say study not completed in blue? And those blue notes? That means that if we still study these, we can get those notes. We can get those points. So for the time being, at least, it's still useful to hold on to these. Even though we can break them down. You're probably thinking, well, why not hold on to the other ones then instead of turning them into firewood? Well, the reason for that is pretty simple. We can make those easy, so what's the point in holding on to them? All right, make what nails we can. I'm gonna need more planks. Yeah, it's just 1 plank, so just make these 4 planks. course, we'll always sleep to recover our energy quickly. Wait, did I? Oh, I got rid of all the bread, didn't I? Gosh dang it. I mean, we could eat the food. We could. Probably should have. But right now, I don't exactly have a consistent source of it. All right. Gonna make 4 wood crosses. And the gray fences are just planks. All right, let's put these crosses on. Crosses do, yeah, these give 2 laurels. Means they'll either be able to remove 2 reds or give us 2 points. Okay. Yeah, this is all that you. That would just gives us positives. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And this is all that you're saying. That would just get rid of it. Just get rid of that. Remember, we need +5 at the end of this in order for the bishop to give us the go-ahead to open the church. All right, well, we need more logs. All right, I'm gonna use this time to show you guys a little trick for moving a bunch of wood at once. So if we come down here, as before, you guys probably saw all of these stumps. These stumps are from larger trees, which actually give us a log. If we take the stumps, if we take the logs and line them up, because they're physics, we can actually push them by walking into them. And I like using the wall right here to kind of help line them all up. Now, eventually, we won't have to deal with this anymore. Yep, 100% won't have to deal with chopping down trees, anything like that. You guys will see how when we eventually get to that point. But for now, we have to do this. Now these stumps don't come back, so they're kind of a one-time use, a way to get a log with minimal effort. Just like a lot of stuff, it's meant to be a way to help us kind of get our foothold and get going. But watch this, see? Now the only thing is that, first of all, their hitboxes are a lot smaller horizontally, so you can't really push them horizontally. This only works for vertical. So you can't really push a bunch of them horizontally. You can push one, because you've got the room. You can kind of like adjust your walk a little bit as you go, make it happen. Got room for one more? Yeah. But we do have a corpse we gotta go and get a little bit of energy back. Luckily, this one will still be pretty good quality, or percentage, I guess. There we go. So it'll be a +3. Or at least it will be once we've fully gotten it buried. Go. That's done, and now we have 3 burial certificates we can trade in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, burial certificates are the only thing that doesn't suffer from the whole supply and demand side thing. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can trade in a lot of them and not have to worry about it. Now, let's queue up 18 of them. We'll use a bit of food we have. Now, queue up all 18 to be turned into planks. That can go on. You know what? Let's just make use of our bread for now. Let's get this done. You also notice how every once in a while the animation breaks. That seems to mostly be because we're pushed out of place and the game snaps us back into place so that it can keep going. But sometimes that seems to break the animation. Right, and now make 9. As you can see, once we've used up so much energy, we start to suffer this little thing here. You can see it's tired. You're asleep and you're losing energy. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if we lose energy just generally over time. I do. Our energy usage drop faster, so we end up using energy to do even just basic actions. All right, that gives it a +1. I'll remove that. That makes you into a +1. And you into a +1. We're getting there. This one probably actually doesn't need a thing, although we give it a, there we go. We give it a surround. Then we can just give it the basic head, the basic wooden head post, I guess is what that one's called. All right. We will rest up. It won't get us into the next day, but it'll get us close. We'll finish up our work on the graveyard. So we've got that +5, and then I think we'll be ending today's session. So first thing I want to do is make one of these. So we actually need some more flitch. For that other one, that's all that it needs is that. Make one brave fence, and then the other 8 on wooden crosses. As you guys can see, our red is jumping up really fast. That's just kind of what happens when we do all this crafting, you know? I should off these tools. Also put that blood in there. Food can. Ooh. Food can go. I have a bunch of stuff I don't actually need to be carrying. There we go. That'll let us grab the last of those. Also, yeah, when we're in the morgue area, you can see up here how many bodies we have. The number on the right is how many spaces we have for body storage. Honestly, we're probably never going to need body storage. Especially since we kind of have to go there any. Did we? Yes, I did. Yeah, because we need two. Go. And yeah, you can see if you have more laurels than there are skulls, you don't get any extra. So there isn't really a huge reason to be making all of the graves look the best possible. Right. Okay, well, we can still help clear out our inventory a little bit by putting the last of these on there. And I think they all have a headstone now. So we can put the rest of the crosses in there. We'll sleep in the morning. It'll save and we'll be good to go to come in, talk to the bishop, and get the church open for next session. All right. Right. Well, everyone, I hope you all had a wonderful time on this stream today. It was nice to get back into this, even if I was partially dreading it. Like I said at the beginning, my schedule seems to be calming down and being more consistent, so hopefully that will mean that I'll be able to get into all of this a lot more consistently and be able to be here with you guys some more. So yeah, as always, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see all of you next time. TTFN.